name's Raheem Flowers. It's been a minute since I made a video, and it's relatively rare for me to even come out with a video with no hat on. But I've just been having a lot on my mind, thinking about all these events that transpired, from the whole situation with Bob Valentino, from Usher and the herpes, and that blink of a woman. And just watching Tommy desperately approach the Breakfast Club. Speaking of him, I remember this is something that I wanted to talk about. And the content creators, and I remember Tommy had an interview with some guy. I think he's one of those conservative dudes, and somebody in the comment section was saying, yeah, there's better people to listen to, even in the so-called black sector. He's right. I would recommend KiD Oragnic for his creativity, the way he carries himself, the evidence that he provides, and the fact that he doesn't just narrow it down to topics that pertain to black people, but he also speaks about Trump, and he also speaks about this World War III that's about to engage with North Korea. Even though in the back of my mind, we are already in World War III. It's just one big psychological and spiritual warfare. Now I understand what people mean when they say that the world ended in 2012. This is when social media really started taking off, around that time period, 2012, 2013-ish. I mean, yeah. So I would have to say that for KiD Oragnic. Another one. And this is a guy that I just started getting into, College Kid. I like that he just speaks his mind, and he'll just talk about anything that comes to mind. I mean, I've even seen him have thumbnails of Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z with Dr. Gero and Android 17 and 18, and talking about transhumanism. And in addition to that, he likes to delve into topics that, you know, Vlad will talk about with Lord Jamar. Shout out to Lord Jamar, but fuck that shit, Vlad. And he'll talk about things like saying fuck academics, because academics claims that he's hard on thoughts, and he got that movement on lock. But this is the same dude who have a broad like Selena. He's giving porn stars clout, and he's giving simp ass niggas clout on his King Academics on his Twitch, while he runs like a little bitch every time after he has a conversation on everyday struggle, and he doesn't have that same energy that Charlemagne was talking about. Yeah. And I'm glad that College Kid calls that Negro out on his fuck shit. So I will say that too. So shout out to College Kid for diversifying his content and not just being stuck on that pro-black or going in on black sector, or just going in on having these long diatribes of black women. So yes, that's another channel, College Kid. Last but finally not least, I'm gonna have to say my brother, BIGBKEL. Very creative, very detailed and / descriptive in his videos about what he talks about. He breaks everything down to the T. The analogies and frame of references of videos within his videos / content is just very ingenious, original. And that's where I got a lot of my inspiration from. When you ever see my older videos like Dear Black People Learn Self-Preservation or World War Chirac, and I'm going to revert to making video collages. I just want you all to keep that in mind, but I haven't really had the time and the energy back like when I was 23 and even last year 24, but I'm going to make time. I'm going to start managing those things. See? Because this is what we have. This book is called The Passion of the Keith. Do you know who made that book? Or do you know who helped publish this book? Yours truly, Aaron McGruder, the creator of the Boondocks. See? I get inspired by guys like Brother Kel and the Guru and the Honorable Marcus Garvey and KiD Oragnic and College KiD. And I even have incentives because of guys, even though I don't want to admit it, but I gotta admit it. I gotta give credit where it's due. I have to. DJ Academics and Vlad TV, because, you know, they do delve into things that the music industry will not delve into, because we live in this cultural Marxist era and we have all these simps, feminists, fake ass pro-black Negroes, white liberals, and then even white conservatives and black conservatives who regurgitate that bullshit all day. That's why I like to really delve in all these content creators, such like BIGBKEL, such like College KiD, such like KiD Oragnic, such like Quest and Soul, such like even Academics and Vlad TV, and even Tommy from time to time, even now, even though I don't mess with him like I used to, but I will watch his TNN Raw here and there. And, you know, I would even listen to Sarge, and I've said my fair share of harsh, critical things. I've extra-righted the fuck out of that dude. I've called him suburban whiny Pete, but, you know, he still brings up a lot of valid / legitimate points. So, it's always good to travel within different schools of thoughts. Don't just put yourself in a box, in a prison, and just fit in things that just, you know, cosigns your belief system, because then you won't grow and develop as a person. You just won't. By default, by proxy, you won't. Ain't no way in hell that you will. If you put yourself in a cube and you put yourself in that glass house, shit's gonna shatter. But you could build upon an actual foundation. Even if it's people you don't like, you don't agree with, but you could find points in there. You don't want to just be stuck in a comfort zone, and you don't want to just have content that just fits your narrative and your philosophy, because then you ain't no different from the religious zealot. Yeah. And that's how I look at content creators and all these YouTube videos. I like to look into business-related content or AI, artificial intelligence. I like to look into things such as music and the hip-hop industry, or music industry in general, and just the overall dynamics of social media. And everybody just giving their 2 cents on that. Expand. All you gotta do. And if anybody wants to know other YouTubers to watch, like Negro Knowledge or the Black Hokage these days, or Kane Carter since he has came back. I made a video last year about it, but I know he has returned. And I'm glad he's returned. And he's coming gradually, as he should, since he's been going through a lot of traumatic experiences. He deserves that. Kane is an OG now. You got guys like Anthony Fantano, like, there's just so much jewels and treasure. Like, all this information, since we live in the age of information, it's like a national treasure, and that's how I look at it. I truly believe in my mind and my heart that even though I have said my fair share of things about social media, this is going to be the thing that builds a solid foundation for my future, and I can just spread that equity that I'll get in the far future to my kin and to other black people. Yep. And P.S. on another note, the perv in me has to say this. Cardi B, you were on my pullout list, along with SZA and Rita Ora. But you fucked up when you made that comment about the whole dark-skinned women being cockroaches. That made me, you lost points from me. Still get the dick if you're on birth control, but you still lost points. Now the whole transphobic thing, I ain't with all that, because with all these transsexuals just emerging, you're gonna leave room for the bestiality, because you already have groups like that. You're gonna leave room for people who are zoophiles or who are zoophilic, people who are into fucking animals, and then you're gonna leave room for pedophilia as well. Just want to let you know that. Don't think that it's just gonna end with homosexuality and transvestites and trannies and transsexuals. Don't think it's gonna end with that. Nope. You're gonna have a lot of bullshit that's about to fester. And that's because everybody wants to just do what makes them happy. You know, I saw something on The Brilliant Idiots, and there was this guy, he was a white guy who was promoting a book, talking to Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne, and he was talking about people want the end goal in life to be happy, but in reality, it's bigger than that. And it even made me reevaluate and reflect on even how I was looking at life. I was looking at life like, okay, I'm gonna just contribute to the world, and that will leave me in a happy place in my heart. But no, that's a fatal mistake that we all make, and I was making that fatal mistake too. We're here to contribute to the world and create productivity. Happiness comes with it. Just like a man who becomes famous and rich and gets good reception for what he does, yeah, you get pussy, but that's just an additional perk. You don't just become rich and famous just to get women. You become rich and famous so you can build equity and you can create generational wealth, especially for black men. And that's how I look at that. So it's been a while since I spoke like this, but I feel motivated and inspired more than ever. So I hope you all get where I'm coming from. Drop some jewels on you guys. And if you want to know any other YouTubers, like I said, I believe I said, but like I was saying, just let me know. I'll put them in the comment section. I'll even edit in the description box if need be. But that's all it is. That's what's gonna be. That's what's gonna be. I'm out. Have a good night.